Sup, home skillet? Ready for a fat story with a capital PH? See, back in 1999, all kinds of stuff was going down. The Matrix came out, Billy got impeached, Slim Shady and SpongeBob debuted. But that ain't all that in a bag of potato chips, you know what I mean? See, the real 411 is this. In November of 1999, at the Jersey Shore, there was a group of high school students who sort of saved the world. You mean you didn't hear about it? You gotta be bugging. It's like this. On a Friday night at the Ocean Township Mall, the lives of 4 high schoolers was forever changed when some weird stuff started going down. Then, yada yada yada, they saved the mall, the Jersey Shore, and the world. Or did they? Anyway, that's what this story's all about. Starring Kayla as Misty Davenport, Daniel as CJ Milton, Cameron as Roach, Taylor as Nick Anderson, and Justin as the Dungeon Master. So You Wanna Be a DM presents Mall Madness 99.
Hey gang, and welcome back to another episode of Mall Madness 99. I'm Justin. I'll be your Dungeon Master for the rest of this series, and I'm joined today with some incredible players who have survived this far. Too soon? I don't know. It's been 2 weeks in real life. But let's go through our alphabetical introductions minus the third letter of the alphabet. Oh no.
Oh no, what are we gonna do? It's now fallen onto my shoulders to be the first person to introduce themselves. And hi, I'm Daniel. I go by with he, him pronouns. I'm known as Daniel the DM across the internet. And oh boy, I'm battling a cold, but I'm fighting through and I'm fighting for my friends. And this evening, I'm playing CJ, the wizard. And we're gonna try to make it through to the end of the story.
Daniel is stronger than me for being here and being able to appear so normal with their sickness. Bless you. Anyways, hi, I'm Kayla. I'm usually from the Potions of Potpourri podcast. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on most of the socials and wherever you get your podcast under Potions of Potpourri, and usually getting to play awesome games like this with other people. I'm playing Misty, who uses she, they pronouns, and they are a rogue. And I think this is going to be, let's say, interesting, for lack of a better word, considering how we left off last time.
Yeah, and I'm Taylor. I'm last alphabetically. Use he, him pronouns, and I'll be playing Nick Anderson this evening. I'm super excited for that. And I guess I should plug the podcast too, right? Yeah. So you want to be a DM, Instagram, TikTok. I think we got a Blue Sky account. I don't know what's on there right now. YouTube here. Go check us out. We got clips and videos all over the place.
All
looking
over
that's a
the
good
place.
Question.
The Blue Sky? We have
what are we posting?
Okay.
We got 3 or 4 posts. It's like every time, every once in a while, I'm like, I could put this in text form, I guess. And I go over there and I'm like, all right, what are you guys doing? I don't know. Anyway, before I get completely sidetracked, let's jump into it. But first, a recap. Last we left off, our party of heroic high schoolers had come back from a successful but terrifying mission in the KB Toys. They had the first key and they decided it was time for a rest, so they split up, they gathered supplies, hunkered down to watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure inside the Hot Topic. From there, they journeyed over to Aladdin's arcade where the information on the second key could be found. But first, they had to rescue something or someone, and sure enough, from the entrance, they saw a person strung up in strange otherworldly webs. The gang quickly realized this wasn't all fun and games, because as half the party was warped inside of video games, the other half had to stand and fight a 6-legged woman called the Somber Weave. Six-legged is a little misleading. She has 2 legs and 6 arms, so 8
That's worse.
complete limbs, but whatever. I digress. Just when it seemed like the party was going to be able to pull off another incredible, flawless victory, another rift opened in the arcade. What exited was an extension of something sinister and unknown. Hands and arms, one after the other, snaked their way out, grabbing a hold of Roach, pulling him into the rift before it closed behind him. But as the rift closed and Roach vanished before our sight, he mustered the last of his strength and newfound magical ability to send one final message back through to his friends.
Hello? Is this thing on? I don't know if you can hear me, but I just wanted to tell you all goodbye and good luck. I know there's a lot of weird things happening, but those hands grab me and I'm probably gonna die now. Smoke one out with the president for me. Peace. Bye, Misty. Wait. Oh, Misty. Shit. Tell my mom I love her and bye. That's it.
And
Yeah, I didn't
as
get
Roach's
those
final words reverberate through the arcade, bouncing off of all of the electronical equipment. Electronical? Goodness gracious, Justin, get your game face on. You hear these final words of Roach asking you all to continue on his dream, his wish that he made in the fountain, although maybe you don't know that part of it, but to smoke a fat one with the president, who in 1999, best guess, is Bill Clinton? Because doesn't George Bush get elected in 2000? We don't have to dwell on that. That's just my own brain working really quickly. It doesn't matter. That being said, we jump right back into combat at the top of the initiative. Or not at the very top of initiative, because it was just Roach's turn. It is now the Somber Weave's turn. It has the opportunity. It's much closer, hanging onto the ceiling, sort of upside down. It is much closer to CJ and Nick. And as Roach was pulled away, so too was his dank lair, or his marine lair, the fog cloud effect that he had summoned. And so as he's pulled away, Misty, you see Roach getting pulled into the rift as you hear those final words calling out to you and asking you to tell his mother that he loves her. And the Somber Weave is going to simply make some attacks. First things first, Taylor, can I get you to roll a d6 for me?
I don't know. Is it going to be a bad thing that happens?
Depends what roll. Could be.
It's 1.
Okay, that's good for you.
Okay.
She doesn't recharge her web ability.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah.
And
I'm
so
good with
it'll
that.
simply be attacks. We're gonna make 2 attacks on Nick and 1 attack on CJ.
Oh, man.
Yes. There are my d20s. Okay. That is... Whoa, those are all decent rolls. Even without adding anything, it's all pretty good. Yeah, plus that. Okay. I'm going to say all of those hit. I know CJ the Wizard might have some shenanigans.
Well, if it's a 21, is it a 21 or higher for the one that hit
It
me?
might be. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it is.
Well, I'm just wondering.
It's a 21.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
21.
All right, then shield won't work.
sees Roach get pulled off and pays it very little mind. You see a moment of like animalistic fear almost when she sees this arm, this like, I don't know, proboscis of arms or something, reach out and grab. She like recoils a little bit. Like there's some familiarity there, but still like a fear in her eyes, as alien as they seem. And she is going to make 2 claw attacks on Nick and a bite attack on CJ. CJ, I need a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 9.
Roger that. Boop, boop, boop. 8 plus 7. So Nick, you're gonna take 17 points of damage from those 2 attacks. I added them together.
Oof, buddy.
So that's 17 on Nick, and then CJ, you will take.
Fine. Be fine. Only coughing up.
You can take it.
You will end up taking. Geez, you don't have any like resistance to poison or anything, right? I can add up all the damage into one thing. Okay, cool. Just checking. Sometimes people have like things. So total, it's going to come out to 22 points of damage. Most of that is poison damage. The actual bite
good?
itself is only like 5.
Barely hanging on.
Oh no. Oh no.
As this creature is looking incredibly hurt and is lashing out wildly at whatever is closest, as it is sort of, it has seen you try and like hit at the web a couple of times early on in the combat and is putting itself between you and the webbed figure up in the corner. Obviously, most of that is flavor. Mechanically, she can't block you that much from hitting it, but she's like trying to box you out a little bit with all of her arms. And after her, CJ, that is your turn.
Gotcha. I am gonna pull out my lighter again, and then I'm gonna make the flame as big as it possibly can be. Take my quarterstaff, stick it in the flame, and then cast fireball on top of all of us. But no one who's friendly to me will take any damage because I'm an evocation wizard.
Incredible.
So that's gonna be 8d6.
And
metal
correct me
as
if I'm
hell.
wrong, Daniel, as you're grabbing those things, the Evoker Wizard in 2024 updated how sculpt spells work, I imagine. Because, oh wait, hold on. The chosen creatures automatically succeed on their saving throws against the spell, and they take no damage if they would normally take half. Cool. Perfect. I think in the 2014, this is unrelated to your character, so you're fine. But I think in 2014, it just is like an auto save, so they still take the half damage, which is really interesting. That's a big improvement.
I think it's different too, because the Sorcerer Careful spell is like that. I don't know if they've updated it in 2024 or not, but I know.
Yeah, maybe it's
that was
maybe
the,
that's
it
what
was
I'm
the
thinking of.
sorcerer's.
Yeah,
was the one that
that's what I'm
only
thinking
saved
of.
but didn't prevent damage.
Right.
You're right. You're right. That's what I'm thinking of. Abilities are so similar. That's right, because I've used evocation wizards as enemies because it is fun sometimes. Be like, tiny room, I'm still fireballing, and none of my bad guys take damage. Feels very hoity-toity. Haha, technically.
26 points of fire damage.
Okay. Fuck.
And then they do have to make a dexterity saving throw.
To take less damage?
To take half. Or did they fail to save?
True. I will let you know in a quick
The
moment.
DC is 15.
They fail.
All right.
So it's 26 damage. CJ, describe to us how you take out the Somber Weave.
Yeah, it is just the lighter just grows, and the flame on the lighter just grows and grows until this uncontrollable point that it almost just looks like someone just rammed into a gas station, and it's just this billowing flame that shoots out. It's just red and orange with little, like almost like black galaxy-like spectacles, kind of sparkles, kind of shooting out of it as well.
Incredible.
Yeah, fitting.
As the somber weave is deconstructed in this way and brought down to its basest form of like molecules essentially, and is redistributed through the galaxies, we are left in an arcade that is now quiet, save for the humming of some of the game cabinets that are still on, but they seem to have lost some of their magical luster, and so you don't think that they will, like, if you walk by it, it's gonna like keep sucking people into the video games or anything like that. That must have been connected to the somber weave. However, the web is still up in the corner. You still see a humanoid shape affixed to the corner of the room, and unfortunately there's no roach to be found.
All right.
What would you all like to do?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Roach.
Roach is gone. He seemed.
I think Missy would run over there actually and see if they can investigate any signs of the portal still being open or not. Just one last ditch effort to see if Roach is savable or not.
Yeah, go ahead and give me either an investigation or an arcana check. I'm going to say with arcana, it's the DC slightly lower. But
Okay, I'll do Arcana. They're the same.
sick.
How about an 8?
An 8.
Yeah. Nice crispy 8.
Oh, it's crispy.
Yeah, it's crispy. That helps, right?
Fantastic. It does. With an 8, that is crispy. I would say you can feel that cousin energy.
That KM energy.
That KM energy, that cousin fam energy. But and you like reach out your hand and you can almost feel this invisible scar in the air, but no way to tell how to open it or if it even can be opened. But you do feel Roach's energy dissipating, but with an 8 it's impossible to tell if it's because he's like no longer living or if it's simply his body, if you want to think of it, like is moving away from the portal, and therefore his energy is just leaving.
Okay. Misty just kind of, like caresses that part of the air one last time. Russell. Man, you were my ride home. What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna miss you, bud. Sorry, y'all are cracking me up now.
You were my ride home.
You asshole. What am I gonna do now?
That was so... Just like a 5-minute break.
Right, yeah, let's
Hold on.
we gotta unpack this real quick.
Hold on, guys.
Oh, amazing.
Oh my god, that
amazing.
fan.
I love it.
Thank you.
Well, I got the fan to come out, so I'm proud of that.
I'm dying.
I think CJ will try to. The cocoon at the top will be secondary for right now. First objective is trying to find the key that's supposed to be in here. And we'll investigate for the second key.
While CJ's
What I will
looking for the
say
key,
is
I'm gonna go to the cocoon.
Yeah. What I will say quickly as a free just point of order is you were told that the person who needs help in this arcade has information on where the key is.
Oh, that's
Not
right.
necessarily. I mean, you're more than welcome to. Your character may have forgotten, or like it's kind of all like wishy-washy. It's not, they're not
forgot.
writing down
It's been 2
instructions.
weeks.
I know that too.
That's me.
That too.
But yeah, no, I'd help get down that person will help.
I think with the two of you guys working together, it's easy enough. You do find that it is strange. Just like during the combat, CJ, you had shot fire at the web, expecting it to quickly burn up and drop to the ground at the very least, if not completely catch fire or something. That's how normal spider webs work. This didn't work that way. It took the fire damage, but only half. And as you guys are dealing with this web up in the corner, having to stand on game cabinets just to get to it, it is very strange. It does seem like its anchor points aren't necessarily like in the corner. They seem to go through the shadows kind of and anchor into this other dimension or wherever these portals are opening to kind of. So it's very strange, but because you don't have a threat constantly bearing down on you, it's easy enough for you to sever those ties and the entire cocoon can be brought down to the ground.
Yeah. Then I guess we'll try to open it.
Yeah, I'll pull out my pocket knife that I have and hand it over to you, and we'll get it open that way.
Incredible.
Very gently.
You slowly begin to open the cocoon. And as you do, a figure inside, humanoid, wearing almost head to toe black clothing with accents of red. Like there is like a red thing that kind of goes over his head, like across his shoulders and down his torso. He has like a red mask that covers most of his face with like a black hood that his hair is behind. He kind of looks like a character from a Mortal Kombat video game. More specifically, he looks similar. The guy that he would most look like is Ermac, is a character from Mortal Kombat, the red one. But you imagine that for copyright reasons, this probably isn't Ermac, or maybe it is. Who knows? But
Mike.
As you gently, open it up, the figure begins coughing a little bit, and you see like they seem very like almost partially desiccated or like exsanguinated. Like they seem to have like sunken skin and like look very pale, as if being in, who knows how long they've been in that cocoon, but it seems to have been sapping away their like life force or something. And as they finally like gain enough ability to sit themselves up, they sit up coughing and they say, "What happened? How did I get here? What is going on?"
These are all very good questions. So we were hoping you would have some answers for us.
Well, I was taken by surprise. Somebody hit me on my head. I wasn't looking. A true coward's move.
Sorry, my first question was about to be, did you see what they look like? My bad. So, do you possibly know about a key that was supposed to be around here? Or?
Yes, I know where it is located. I know who guards it. You will have to answer their questions, pass their test, in order to prove yourself worthy. I only know of them as the Phantom. I know not their true identity. You see, I was brought to life when something strange started happening in this mall. I am the Red One. And I have many skills. except for sort of when people sneak up behind me. I hate
Right.
that.
That's fair. Yeah,
The
that's
one
reasonable.
weakness.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, a bad
Yes,
one.
it's a glaring flaw in my design.
Yeah,
However,
definitely.
I believe that I am meant to tell you all this information so that you can gather the 2 keys. I trust you have the first one already.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Good, very good. All right. So then you must find this phantom, speak to them, appease them, answer their questions, pass their tests, receive the second key, enter into the belly of this mall to take on the final boss.
You remember
There's
the
probably
last
some
place?
bullshit along the way, but I mean,
Sorry,
Right.
didn't mean to. Do you remember the last place you saw the Phantom, or rumored of where they're supposed to be?
it's hard to say. When I spoke to the Phantom last, we weren't on this plane. And with that, I would like for all of you to make history checks to see if you have heard of the Phantom. Either probably because if you have heard of it, it would have been like in your normal mundane life. So you probably would have thought that it was either like a legend or a rumor or like a folk tale, like that kind of thing, like a cryptid.
Mm.
But
11.
let's see what you guys got. 11. Okay.
26.
26. Hell yeah.
got
I was low-key
19
hoping that,
plus 7.
that CJ would get a good roll because it makes sense for his character.
I
And
got
Misty?
another crispy 8.
Crispy,
Nice.
crunchy.
Crispy.
We got the
It could be. You can't believe it's not bacon. It's so.
My trademark number, I guess.
that's me. Crispy 8. Okay. So move all
I
this
probably can't really hear
Okay.
them anyways, so it's fine.
For Nick and Misty, you're like a phantom. What the fuck is this? Like a ghost? Now we have to fight a ghost or something? Like what is this? Nothing's coming to mind. But CJ, you think, and you have heard of legend of a phantom that roams these. Well, it roams one particular spot in the mall. Doesn't seem to leave there very often, if ever. But there is a phantom of the theater. A phantom who calls the movie theater their home. Has been known to sit in empty seats and watch film beside other moviegoers and then just kind of freak them out a little bit. Cold spots and things of that nature. People's like early Blackberries or pagers will just kind of like if somebody's pager like goes off in the movie theater, it'll just break. Like not physically, but like the network, like the electronics will just cease to work and that person has to leave to go figure it out. All kinds of like strange occurrences are happening in the movie theater. And so you're starting to think, because of all the supernatural stuff that has already happened, who's to say that this phantom isn't actually a legit thing?
Okay, so this does remind me that there was like this like tall tale rumor haunted spotting thing going on in the movie theater. Phantom of the movie theater. I think that's our best shot. So unless you all wanted to grab anything else, obviously we need to take a break before we head over there.
Yeah, I definitely need to take a little break here. I'm really beat up, and also, Roach is gone, guys. I don't. It's a lot. Should go rest. Go back to the hot topic.
Yeah, I'm coming down from that hot box sesh now, so I could really use a
Hey.
break.
Michael, do you want to come smoke weed with us at Hot Topic?
He pauses for a long moment before saying, "Absolutely, I do."
We owe it to
Let's
Roach.
do it.
We do. That's what he would have
For
wanted.
sure. I agree.
We had a fallen comrade in this battle.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Oh, geez. Sorry. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well,
no, so the Hot
he's
Topic
gone.
is safe. There's no bugs over there.
Yeah.
It's just the
CJ has this really
puppet.
cool spell that he wrote where it's like a movie theater and it's like really cozy. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
cool. I bet you'd like it.
And that
Oh,
one's
sick.
not haunted. So,
Right.
I like it
really?
like that, personally.
Yeah.
thanks. All right.
Yeah.
So we will head
off
back to
to
Hot Topic.
The one bastion of safety
The-
in this
the
entire mall.
bastion of the mall.
Incredible.
Our new
You guys-
headquarters.
You guys head over to return to the Hot Topic. Michael, aka the red one, follows you guys back to the Hot Topic, and you guys can get back to some of your snacks and drinks that weren't enjoyed the previous time and stuff like that. I'm sure that CJ grabbed more than just that one movie for you
I mean, we
guys
could
to
watch it
in
again,
these
honestly.
resting moments or something, or you can just watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure again.
It feels like it's a pick me up. In honor of Roach, that doesn't feel like a more appropriate film.
That's true.
But I think
At least he got to see it before he was gone.
But I think CJ will ask. So, Michael.
Yes.
So, like, you're in a 3-dimensional space. You don't have to fight sideways anymore, right?
No. This is how I. And he's been crab walking kind of the whole time.
Yeah, that's how he snuck up on you. Can you turn?
He turns and does that cartoon thing where now he looks paper thin to you, like Paper Mario. Just
interesting.
That's
All
amazing.
What is there something wrong?
No,
Is it me?
I'm just gonna have to redesign one of the seats because I don't think you can sit. I think you can like crouch. I'm gonna have to redesign a seat. It's fine. I can just redraw a seat. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
All right. Yeah, because if I'm a bummer,
no,
let me know.
no.
It's fine.
No, dude. You're differently
Okay, good.
abled, and I'm just gonna accommodate what you need. It's all good. I just
I
gotta
appreciate that.
redesign
Thank you
this
so
drawing.
much. Okay.
Mhm.
Good.
CJ's talented. He can make it happen. No problem.
As you're like recasting the spell and
Making
and
it
making the
2D
modifications,
accessible seating, because that's how
100%.
forward
We
thinking.
love that.
CJ.
We represent all dimensions here.
Yeah, right.
I love that. Every dimension has a seat at the table.
Right?
The fourth dimension
And-
seat is crazy.
It's just a line.
It's wild. It's just sound. It's just like it's a concept of a chair.
How does the chair make you feel? That's where you'll be seated.
It's a Rorschach of like what could be a chair. No, okay. Moving on. We're gonna get trapped here.
Getting real esoteric.
Eventually, during this process of setting things up, you do hear a familiar voice from the back of the Hot Topic call out as Sally approaches. Oh, you guys are back. Oh, hello. Oh, where's
Sally, we've
Who's-
got some bad news.
Flat Stanley here? What is this?
What?
You
Sally, maybe you should come into the
Oh,
bubble
sorry,
with
is that
us
rude?
again.
Yeah,
Yeah, Roach didn't make it.
didn't make it. He's been taken.
Can I have you guys make perception checks really quickly? As she has like one hand behind her back, and when you say this, You see her face like crestfallen, and she turns around to look at whatever's in her hand.
That one.
I got it. Oh.
That one. Okay. You're busy working on the spell, CJ.
I'm also
you're-
on death's door.
23.
23.
16.
16. Oh, a two-piece. A two-piece crispy nugget. Incredible.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um,
I'm peeking.
Crispy.
so Misty and Nick, both of you see that she has in her hands a like she has a like really jerry-rigged looking like homemade tattoo gun. Because you know that
That's right.
CJ, or excuse me, Roach did like stick and pokes, which
She was going to
obviously
cover her
is
ex's name up.
crazy. She seems to have taken the time to makeshift using some parts from around the Hot Topic and stuff like that, the different random little electronics and items here and stuff, has made this like really crazy looking homemade tattoo gun. It utilizes a lot of like rubber bands and like silly little parts, and like
little
it just has like
bracelets.
it has like a pen that it's using the ink for, all this crazy little stuff. And she just has it in her hand as she like turns around and looks at it. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it does. But you know what? Hey, he lived a really full life. I think he was really proud of what he got to do. And, he did tell us to try and make sure that we could carry on his legacy, get that joint to the president. So we intend to do that. And, hey, if it helps, maybe you can give me a tattoo. Maybe we can do Roach's name or something.
Yeah.
And it'd be like full circle for him. Wouldn't that be nice?
You can come get high with us in my home theater, and we can all give each other tattoos.
It's so deep.
Okay, of all of the things, a tattoo
That's
will
where Nick crossed the
assuredly not a chance.
That's where you draw the line.
Not a
Let's
chance.
smoke, let's
What's
smoke
the
and
what?
rewatch Bill and Ted's
And get
give each other
tattoos.
tattoos.
Nope, I
Nick.
will. No.
Listen,
No, absolutely.
All I'm saying is one of two things are going to happen. One, we all die. Two, you live, and now you have a tattoo to remind yourself of that time you almost died
Yeah.
And then I'll
I'm
die
with
by
CJ.
my parents.
with a sick
I mean, of
tattoo.
everything else you've done, kind of already got there anyways,
No, but see, there's no proof of any of that. If I get a tattoo, that's permanent. They're gonna
feel ya.
notice.
For this one,
would
Nick,
it-
no pressure. We wanted you to smoke the weed, and I'm glad you did. I think it helped you kind of relax a little bit, but this is your body, your choice for sure.
No, it is. That is fair. But on the other hand, listen to this. We could put it somewhere that your parents won't see.
Like your butt.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
don't
not
see your whole
showing my
naked
butt to
body.
y'all. I barely know you. Sorry.
You just have to pull it down a
We've
little. We won't
spilled
look. It's fine.
blood together.
Upper thigh,
Sorry, guys.
tramp stamp.
Just like neck tattoo. Just slowly getting more and more
Let me
crazy.
just put a
Imagine
snake
one
on your
day-
face.
Listen, imagine one day you have a big bushy beard and a neck tattoo.
I don't think so. I don't. Maybe I'll get the beard first. Maybe I'll get the beard first, and then.
See how it
What
feels.
about-
Yeah.
What about a tribal tattoo that kind of goes around your eye? That hasn't been done yet.
That
Stick and
sounds
poke
pretty cool.
style, though. Ouch.
Not in 1999,
I
I don't
don't
think.
think culturally that's.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
The worst story.
We're getting all right. So we made the jump from butt / upper thigh to face. This we covered the spectrum. I'm just still. You guys
I
have
think-
fun.
All
I
right,
don't-
it's
I
fair
think that's
enough.
valid,
You-
Nick.
yeah.
I would love to get
Okay.
something in honor of Roach, and I think it's pretty cool that CJ's willing to too. I didn't know you were that kind of guy.
I don't know how tonight's gonna end.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
might as well.
Fair
as
point.
well. All right. Well, let's all get inside the theater and start. Hey, nobody asked me, but I would love a tattoo, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
Pretty
you're kind of not really
incredible.
like, no offense, but you're not really like part of it. Like you didn't know Roach. Like
Oh.
that's kind of the whole. It's in
Weird.
memory
I was
of Roach,
invited.
you know.
This feels
So
weird to be invited to this group and then be
Well, I
like,
mean-
but this activity is just for
you
us.
can go last. How
You
about
don't
that?
have to get one that specifically has to do with Roach, but I mean,
No, you
Uh,
don't.
No, I wasn't going to. That would have been
you can
dishonest.
look through my
I would have felt
notebook. And
crazy,
if you
but
see something you want me to,
Oh, yeah,
You have a
Flash
flashbook?
tattoo.
perfect. Yes,
Yeah, just
absolutely.
look through my
I'll look through
notebook.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, just see
Yes,
something
like
cool.
every Friday the 13th, this is what I will do. Get a small tattoo that means sort of something. I can extrapolate. Perfect. And so for the next, we found this out actually. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is a cool 90 minutes.
crisp 90
Exactly the
minutes.
perfect
Cool
length.
90 minutes.
You
Almost
guys
crisp
take
80.
a long rest. Again, we're playing fast
Yay.
and loose with rest rules because we can do that.
Mhm.
And you guys are completely recharged, have all your abilities back, your spells, your health, all the whole nine.
Yay.
What I would love to hear though are your tattoos. For those of you that are getting tattoos, I will say that Sally would definitely just get like a heart, but it's actually just the face of a rat. Like it's the ears, and then
My
it comes down to the
God.
point, and it's the nose. So that's Roach. Roach had a
That's
bunch
cute.
of rats.
Is she doing this to herself?
No, she would ask one of you to do it.
Oh.
Who's ever down?
CJ's the artist here.
Yeah, sure. I'll try.
That does make sense. That does make sense. You notoriously have a book full of artwork.
That's hilarious.
Hands you
What
this
would I do?
crazy
That's-
looking
So what is
homemade
that?
tattoo
Sleight of
gun.
hand?
No, we're gonna do. Oh well, yeah. I guess it would be. It could. I'll allow sleight of hand or performance, depending on if you have proficiencies. If you don't, then they're obviously one is
Yeah,
dex
I'll
and one is
do-
charisma. But
Yeah, I'll do sleight of hand because it's all about steady aim here.
yeah, that tracks.
So if I go, oh, all right. First roll is that's good. That's a 19.
Ooh.
Incredible. Yeah, it's a really basic drawing. She's not getting anything too crazy, but it comes out really nice. It's like the head of a rat, but it's very cartoony in the shape of a heart, with big ears and just like the most pointed little nose, crazy little whiskers that come out. And she looks at it, and you see some tears fall from her eyes as she reminisces on what could have been.
It's a good thing they broke up beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I totally forgot.
That's okay, Roach did it.
I miss him.
He really knows how to cover all his bases and tie up loose ends, so.
Yeah, he was so thoughtful like that.
Mhm. You'll
Anyway.
find someone else.
Is anybody else getting tattoos? If so, what are they getting?
Yeah, I think I'll get a joint with like a little bit of like a smoke trail coming out. Just like simple line work and a little R on the paper.
Very cute. To honor your favorite evil Pokemon team, Team Rocket.
Yeah, exactly. Totally. Going up in flames.
Are you having DJ do this, or
I
are
really
you?
want CJ to do it. After seeing
Okay,
that he can
CJ,
do
go
it
for it.
for
Yeah.
Sally too, I really want that.
All right. A stuffed person shouldn't be as difficult as human
Yeah,
skin.
real
That should be
skin.
basically the same thing.
Absolutely.
All right. That's a 22.
Oh,
That's a 19 on the die plus 3.
Wow. This looks really good, CJ. Maybe you should consider this for a profession when you get out of school, dude.
Hey, I didn't think I'd be this good at it. I mean, this probably should be less blood, but I think it's not that bad.
I didn't want to
don't
say
know the
anything.
difference.
You were pushing crazy hard. You were pushing a little
Okay.
hard, but
Yeah, it's just your texture. It's
no,
It's
I get it.
different.
I get it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
I low key, as a real person, got my first tattoo in almost the same manner with a homemade tattoo gun with like a pin as the base when I was
That's
16.
insane.
So
I know.
feel
I
this.
remember looking up designs on how to make them because I was like, this is gonna be my thing. I used to give artwork
It
to
feels
tattoo
terrible.
artists and be like, I want to be an apprentice. I genuinely was exploring that for a while,
Cool.
but then like a month later, I was like, I'm gonna be a criminal psychologist and figure out why these serial killers do what they do. And then like a month later, I'm like, I'm gonna be something else. Like I had crazy dreams.
Listen, I changed my mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a basketball player. Probably not. Never, absolutely never. I was garbage. I'm very good at shooting. I can't play the game of basketball. Game of horse all day.
Yeah, I can spell horse.
As soon as someone tries to play defense, though. Anyway, I'm getting off track.
Yeah.
CJ, are you getting a tattoo?
Yes.
Who are you having do it?
Unless someone wants to volunteer to do it, I wouldn't mind giving myself the tattoo. And
Incredible. It's either that or
And-
Sally. Yeah, Sally would offer if you're interested, but
no, I will take off my my leather bracer that I got, and then on the inside of my arm, I will tattoo a little alien spaceship with it shooting out a cloud with a speech bubble atop of the spaceship that says "Activating Dank Layer."
Sick.
Hell yeah.
And I will
Hell
attempt
yeah.
to do this very crude tattoo right
So cool.
across
Kind of
my
big.
veins.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
It's much harder to do it on yourself because it hurts.
amazing. Yeah, it's not your best work. It's not your best work, CJ, but you do manage to get the outline in there. You can tell that it's a spaceship. Some of the words aren't the best, but like it gets the job done. It's just a little tender. There are some parts that you didn't push hard enough because of the recently coming off of Misty onto yourself. Being able to feel it as you're tattooing is crazy, and so that changes the game big time.
Yeah, we should have got rubbing alcohol from Claire's.
Mm.
Ooh.
They're
Yeah, I actually
really
know a
rough.
concept of how to take care of a tattoo, so
Yeah, I'm sure. We just let it air dry. It should be fine.
I've heard that if you slap it, that's good for it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, I'm glad ours
Great.
look good. Thanks, CJ. This will be something to remember for sure.
Yeah, this is huge. I appreciate you guys letting me join in. Gonna miss him. Gonna miss him.
Yeah.
Even though he was full of rats and bugs. And he said things that I didn't understand or barely applied to the context of our conversations, but they seemed profound. And I'm sure I was just missing the point or something.
Roach didn't always
wise.
follow the conversation, but he
Mm.
certainly could make the conversation.
Now he paved his own path.
Hmm
Paved his own path.
Definitely had his own conversations.
Yeah. She puts a hand on your shoulder, CJ, and goes, I know you were really close with him, so that means a lot. And with that, the movie ends. The spell finishes. The long rest concludes. We have several tattoos amongst the group. And
Oh, what did Ermichael
you guys
get?
are in the hot...
Oh, yeah.
Michael? Oh, man. I think he just got like a oh shit. What is it called? Oh man, this is gonna drive me nuts. One of those like theoretical shapes that can only exist in 2 dimensions. Like those like the 2 triangles that like interweb with each other, but it's like kind of an MC Escher situation where like this kind of can't exist in real life, but in a drawing it certainly can, where like 2 paths go to the same place, kind of weird thing. CJ, what did you get on the sleight of hand for that? A 19? It looks great. It looks killer. Yeah, it looks really good.
It's really hard on you because it hurts, like what we were saying. It's the worst.
Yeah, just don't give yourself any more tattoos. I think it's so funny. And so how do I swipe to the left. Roger that. And so you guys are able to get your stuff together and begin heading towards the movie theater.
Yeah. As we
yeah.
maybe kind of start going, I would maybe just like grab CJ's elbow and just kind of pull him back for a sec. Be like, hey, so okay, listen. So we've been through a lot of shit lately. And I mean, kind of like what you were saying earlier, like who knows if we'll even come out of this. I mean, Roach probably didn't, right? So that could be any of us. So I've been thinking a lot, and I mean, okay, this is kind of dumb, but if we make it out of this, do you want to like go see the new Pokemon movie with me sometime?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah. Sick.
Okay.
Totally.
Just to be clear, because this is like the end of the world situation. I mean, like not as like just friends.
Yeah, it's a date.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I really liked the Pokemon movie, so I think it would be cool to see it together.
Awesome.
Okay. I'll see you there.
Sick. We gotta walk back to the same group.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not still haunted when we go there, though.
Yeah.
Because that would be weird. That'd be super weird.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Neat.
That's incredible. So good. A beautiful moment, and you guys continue walking until eventually reaching the theater inside of the mall. It's quite a small theater. They probably only have like maybe 3 actual theaters. You know what I mean? Like room 1, 2, and 3. Like it's not that big. It's inside of a mall, so pretty limited. Only playing like what's brand new, what's the biggest names and stuff like that. And currently, let me you would see that the current movies that are out at this moment are like in the 3 theaters. So there's 3 movies playing, 1 in each theater. There's Toy Story 2, The World Is Not Enough, and Sleepy Hollow.
Well, Sleepy Hollow seems like the creepiest vibe.
Yeah, I guess that's probably.
The World Is Not Enough.
I haven't seen that yet.
I don't know what that is.
I am a big Bond fan.
Well, I mean, if I was a world-conquering entity who likes puns, I mean, The World Is Not Enough.
Yeah.
Be pretty spot on.
It would be.
But also, so would Sleepy Hollow.
Are they all playing right now?
They have different show times and stuff like that. You don't know if they're actively playing because of the way that the electricity has been hit throughout the mall.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd have to explore. I mean, as you guys like just walk into the very front, you see all the different like movie posters of movies that have come out this year, movies that are eventually going to come out. There's a bunch. for movies that are about to come out. You see a lot. Stuart Little, Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Man on the Moon with Jim Carrey. Girl Interrupted. All movies that are eventually coming out. There's a lot, actually. There's a lot of really good movies that are coming out in specifically December of 1999. And some that I don't really know what they are. Like Diamonds. This one's just called Diamonds. I don't know. Anyway, so you're seeing a bunch of posters and stuff like that. As you're in the lobby, let me have everyone make a perception check.
Good at that.
21.
21.
That is 14.
14.
I got an 8, but this one was not crispy. This one was soggy because it was a nat 1.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Soggy.
Soggy one. A soggy one.
Oh no. Yeah, Misty, you're preoccupied. You're a little still
I'm riding the high of asking
like-
CJ out.
Yeah. You're still reeling from that situation. Butterflies in the stomach.
We'll be here in this theater like soon.
Yeah. They're doing a special re-showing of the first Pokemon movie, though it came out already.
I think it's Mewtwo Strikes Back is what's coming out.
Oh, it
Also,
the first
movies,
movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, yeah, it came out November 10th.
Also, movies stayed around way longer.
That's also incredibly true. Yeah.
That's true.
So they switch it up. This is just what's playing right now. But and CJ, you see the concession stand. You see all of the the popcorn, the snacks, and everything. You don't see any people around anywhere. But you do see that, just like the rest of the mall, it has that same effect of, when the lights first went out and all the people sort of just disappeared, that some of their belongings were left behind, like their shopping bags. Like, as you guys walk through the mall, there are signs that people were here and vanished, like this mass exodus. And so you see a bucket of popcorn, you see there's spills on the ground as if people were holding things and then just vanished. And so their drinks just fell and stuff like that for some reason didn't come with them. And Nick, you can see, looking at the movie times and stuff like that, you do see that technically none of the movies have a actual showtime at the time that you guys are just arriving here. You check a watch or look at a clock or something like that, and it's not like any of these movies are about to start or anything like that. However, you do think that it's probably not Toy Story. If it is related to the movies, you don't really even know, right?
Right.
For all you know, that this is just a random thing. Who knows what the Phantom is into? Where are you going to find the Phantom? You think that you could, in theory, go into any theater, but Sleepy Hollow has the next soonest showtime. And you think that the previews are about to start, assuming that the electricity is even working. I think it's going to be hard to tell exactly what information is possible to be gleaned without maybe investigating further. 'Cause at this point, you guys are just kind of in the lobby.
Okay. So looks like Sleepy Hollow is up next as far as showtimes and stuff are going.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's even really related to that though. So maybe do we want to we spread out down the hallway and each kind of poke our heads into each of the things at the same time, kind of, and see if maybe something's going on in any of them.
Yeah.
Well, so from what I remember about the Phantom, they would show up when people were like interrupting a movie. Like the Phantom seemed to care about like movie etiquette. So maybe if we go into a showing
and are really
like,
annoying.
maybe we don't want to like piss it off. Maybe we can try to get its attention without, making it too upset and try talking to it, because not all these spirits seem to be combative. So,
So it is actually a phantom.
or at least that's how the rumor is. But knowing how the magic has affected things, it's probably now a full corporeal monster demon thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much par for the course.
Yeah, that's that's our Tuesday.
I guess. Yeah. Should we just like go hang out in Sleepy Hollow? And
Hold on.
Get its attention.
Yeah. But hold on. Do you guys want popcorn? And I'm gonna hop the counter.
Yeah, sure.
I'm still high, so that sounds great.
And,
do you want a Frosty, Misty?
Oh. Yeah. I like the blue raspberry one.
Same. Awesome.
Oh, go figure. Yeah, totally.
A jumbo blue raspberry with
we
two
can
straws.
just share it. Yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah.
You guys steal a bunch of snacks and beverages before heading into the movie theater.
Big old
So
bucket
funny to
of
be like, let's
popcorn.
go meet
Great time
the
in the mall.
Phantom. But we
This is
might as
great.
well grab snacks.
Might as well.
So funny.
I'm not gonna fight on an empty.
I
tummy.
mean, as far as I know, it shows up while we're watching a movie, so we're gonna have to watch at least some of it, probably. So popcorn,
This
Who's
whole
to
campaign.
say?
get my
Us
popcorn, get
watching
my
movies
bunch of
and
crunch.
eating snacks.
Gotta at least get to
Getting
the first
high.
act.
Oh my gosh. So
I like
funny.
bottle rockets for movie candy.
Mm.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild. We'll have to touch back on that in the action surge. Make a note of that out of pocket statement. Bottle rockets. What the fuck? Okay. Bottle rockets. Got it. Okay. You guys walk into the Sleepy Hollow Theater. It is obviously empty. It is incredibly dark, if not pitch black. And you do see, which obviously, like when you're walking into a movie theater before the movie, the lights are up, right? The lights don't dim until the movie's about to start, or at the very least the previews, but it is pitch black in here. And so as the three of you find your seats, I imagine that CJ and Misty are making it a point to sit next to one another.
We gotta share the
Unless-
frosty.
Unless Nick is somehow
We gotta lure the thing.
making his way in between on accident.
He's
which
in the
is-
middle, and we're passing the frosty over him.
like, oh, I'll just
here.
squeeze in here.
Hold on. There you
Also,
go.
I
All
do
right.
have Edgar with us.
Nice.
Of
And
course.
he'll be in the seat next to me, just
Good to
picking
see
up
dark in
popcorn
here?
on the floor.
Is who here?
Is it dark in here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's like pitch black.
There's nothing on the screen.
Not yet.
We need some lights, y'all.
I pull out my lighter and flick the flame, and then use the elementalist cantrip to make it just a little bit brighter,
Ooh.
just to use it as a little manual flashlight to find our seats.
Yeah. Where would you guys sit? Would you guys sit like in the back,
Ooh.
in the center, middle, or in the front rows?
This is kind of a big decision.
It's a polarizing question.
I didn't want to
is.
get political, but
There's
Uh-huh.
nobody
I'm
here.
I'm
So
kind
like
of a
middle, right?
front middle,
I'm kind of the center middle.
front middle,
I could do front middle.
like row
Okay.
4.
I could do that. I could
depending
do
on the slope.
Yeah. Okay.
Depending
I
on
just
the
don't want to
side.
be like looking up the whole time.
It's
Yeah, I don't
it's
like
all
that
about the
either.
slope. It's all about the slope.
Yeah.
It is.
And this theater has quite a slope.
Ah.
But you all find your seats Legend of the Slope. You guys all find your seats in the center, aisle 4, give or take. And as you're sitting there, you're munching on popcorn. You have a little bit of light as you're kind of like talking a little bit and just like kind of waiting to see if the movie starts. What are your guys' passive perceptions?
I'm so glad you asked.
What a question, Dustin.
What about my passive investigation?
15.
This one's gonna
17
be
for Misty.
perception.
It's a 12.
And Nick, what did you say? I'm sorry.
15.
15. Misty, you're the only one who hears that.
Great.
You start to hear movement and like, like if you take a, like one of those cookie tins, like those metal cookie tin kind of things. If you were to take like the lid of that and drop it on a hardwood floor, how it has that pang kind of noise where it doesn't sound like heavy metal. It's just kind of like exactly. And you're hearing it from above you and behind you up in what you think is the projector room. And as you just like notice that and even start to look up in that direction, the film begins. There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the place that lies between light and shadow, between superstition and science, between the peak of man's knowledge and the pit of man's fear. This is the dimension of imagination. It is a place that we call the Twilight Zone.
Time takes it all, whether you want it to or not. Time takes it all. Time bears it away, and in the end, there is only darkness. Sometimes we find others in that darkness, and sometimes we lose them there again.
This just in. Looks like contractors have finally broken through the line of protesters in order to excavate the land purposed for a shiny new big mall here at the Jersey Shore.
Well, whatever you do, however terrible, however hurtful, it all makes sense, doesn't it? In your head. You never meet anybody who thinks they're a bad person.
It appears, according to recent reports, that the purpose of this protest had to deal largely with the land. We head over to Trish Garibaldi, who's on the scene, in order to learn more. Trish, what can you tell us?
Never give up, never surrender.
Thanks, Phil. I'm down here at the site where the Ocean Township Mall is set to be built, and I've been speaking to protesters, and apparently the main issue is that the land is cursed. According to some of the protesters, there has been incredibly bloody battles dating even way before the Revolutionary War. One protester even had this to say: if you're gonna open that mall, you better get your affairs in order. Okay? Anyway, back to you, Phil.
What? That wasn't Sleepy Hollow.
Sorry, I accidentally touched your hand. My bad.
Oh, that's okay.
Sorry, I was trying to reach for more popcorn, but then the lights went out. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone was up there putting that in for us. Somebody made that for us. But not like in a cool like Fight Club way where they like splice in porn, that was made for us.
Well, we should go see if they're still up there, right? Maybe we can catch them in the hallway.
Yeah, do you know how to get up into that room?
Yeah, there's got to be a door somewhere, right? It's the one door that doesn't go where we think. Like,
there's got to be a door.
There's like
to
an
a room,
employees only door. That's what we got to look for. And yeah,
Roach would know.
Roach would know.
I pass my lighter to my raven, and I make him carry it in his mouth so he can float.
That's
above
metal
the
as fuck.
stairs
Just got
to
this
guide
huge
us.
flame out of a light.
With a Zippo lighter in his mouth, and it's just.
That's so cool.
Incredible.
You should get a bit.
As Edgar lights the way, you guys start looking for doors and stairwells that go up. You know that's the most obvious clue. You got to get up. And so, as you're all looking around, let me have all of you roll investigation. Misty, if you want to do survival because of your ranger stuff, you could do that. Or you can make an argument for a different skill check or something like that. But
I'll happily roll survival with an 18.
hell yeah.
Sweet. +0 here. That's a crispy 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're adding to the combo meal. And CJ?
24.
24. All right. Yeah, CJ and Misty, the two of you are able to work together and easily find a employees only door that seems to lead to the projection room. As you guys slowly walk up the stairs, you hear commotion, not like fighting or anything, like not commotion, but just like things moving around. You feel you hear the presence of a person in that projection room. You hear like stuff moving around, that you can hear the projection machine turning on and off, and like those like tin cases of the films just kind of being scattered around or moved around and stuff like that. But in front of you, you have a door that is closed that leads direct at the top of the stairs. Closed door that has like frosted glass that you can't necessarily see through. And if somebody were right up next to the glass, you would easily see their silhouette clear as day. But because presumably this individual isn't right up next to the glass, you're just kind of seeing moving shapes and shadows. Hard to make out how many people, what they look like, or anything like that. What are you all doing as you're at the top of the stairs?
I draw my rapier just like to my side, just take it out of the sheath. There's definitely somebody in there. Do you think it's the Phantom?
Could be.
There's gotta be something. Be
I'll,
prepared for anything.
I'll go first.
Oh, okay. I'll be right behind you, though.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick, you're leading the way. Are you like knocking on the door? Are you just opening the door? Are you saying anything?
I'm just gonna open
Knock.
it.
Knock.
I reach for the handle, I stop, and then I'm like, I go to knock, and I turn to Caesar's like, if it's somebody bad, that's just warning them we're coming in.
Yeah, but also like these ghosts have been like super temperamental, like real douchey about just like, oh, but you didn't answer my riddle by saying yes and for like. I'm just saying, try cordial first, and then if it doesn't work, we kick his ass.
I do also think they already know we're here, but I get what you're
Fair.
saying. with that.
Okay. Oh well, so then I'll go ahead and knock.
You knock on the door, and you hear all of the shuffling and the noise come to a stop quickly. And you slowly begin to see the shapes and the shadows solidify as it becomes the silhouette of a person. Probably like 6'1", maybe, comes to the door. And you hear the doorknob begin to jingle and rattle a little bit, like they're trying to open it. And then you just hear them sort of sigh out of frustration, and then just put their face through the glass.
Shit.
And you just hear that person go, "Hey guys, hey, what's going on? Sorry, you guys knocked. How can I help you?"
Whoa.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey,
we
how's it going?
Are you the Phantom?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I super am.
Okay.
What's up? going on, fans?
Can we be in
you
there, or
fans?
can you?
I don't
come
do
out here?
autographs anymore. I stopped doing that a long time ago. People
no.
started just
Yeah, that's fine.
once the
No.
internet came
We
out,
just
people
saw
started
your
selling it
little-
and then talking about it. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, homie, we just wanted to chop it up. Talk for a little bit about what's been going on.
You guys want to talk about
in the
movies?
mall. Yeah, we can talk about
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
I work at
Hell
the video
yeah, I
store
love
in the
movies. Oh, sick. Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah,
I'm
let's
I'm
do
CJ.
it. Let's talk about movies.
Can we come in there, or do you want to maybe come out here so we can be in the
Yeah,
same?
yeah, just open the door.
room?
I can't open. I can
Oh,
only
okay.
touch
Oh, you
material
are actually a
stuff
phantom.
every once in a
Okay.
while.
Mm.
Yeah, it takes a lot of energy for me to fuck
That's
around
fair.
with stuff on this plane. But yeah. So I
I
tried to open
opened
the door for you guys.
through
I'm gonna
him.
do it. Oh, okay. And we're in. Okay, perfect. And he retreats back inside the room, and you see that this room is like crazy. It looks like one of those, like a mad scientist almost, like the type of person who, in response of being like, wow, it's really messy in here, this person would be like, there's a method to my chaos, or that kind of person who's like like no, I know where everything is. Even though it's like insane in here, just film hanging over like spools of film in every direction. They're crisscrossing. There's like the different stuff to cut film, projectors, and old tins of different movies. You see that there's just like spools of tape that are undone and stuck to each other, that this phantom seems to have like combined a bunch of things. And as you guys all enter the room, the phantom looks at you all and says, all right, well, are you guys ready to talk movies?
Wait, real quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have,
yeah.
like chairs.
Do I have chairs?
We've been doing just a lot of fighting. You know?
I think there's a chair. I don't know about chairs plural.
I mean,
Is that a deal breaker?
No,
You
it's
guys
fine. No, if either of you wants a chair, or if no one wants a chair, it's fine.
I could sit on your lap.
Duh. I mean,
I'll just sit on the floor. That's fine. Yeah.
I wasn't
just
saying
gonna
no
stand.
to that. I wasn't saying no. I was just saying I didn't know if we wanted to be seated.
Maybe like crisscross, like powwow style, like we have been doing. You know.
Yeah, we'll just sit on the floor. Let's just
Yeah.
we should all
Kind of hard, but.
separately sit on the floor
Yeah.
or stand, whichever.
Yeah,
Let's talk
either
about
way,
movies.
you guys figure out your own seating situation, and I'll be fine with whatever
Yeah.
you guys
You'll
decide.
adapt.
But
Yeah.
let's begin the film.
Yeah.
And he
Awkwardly
does
leaning
a
against the wall.
like Tasmanian devil style like quick tornado as he like spins around in circles so fast that he just becomes a blur, like wind picking up and sort of grabbing loose leaves of paper and stuff like that around the room as you feel your hair like blustering in the wind. And when he stops moving, you see that he has one of those 70s style really long thin microphones like from the Match Game kind of thing, and he's wearing a dazzling like burgundy and orange suit, like straight up 70s for some reason. And he has this microphone and he goes, all right, well, it's time for some movie trivia.
Okay.
And with that, we're gonna head to break.
Oh, man.
Man.
Okay, I got 10 minutes to look up some 90s movie trivia.
Hey gang, we wanted to talk to you about something pretty important real quick. See, we have some really cool ideas for the future, but we need your help. You can do that by supporting us through our Patreon. At the lowest tier, you get early access to podcast episodes, access to episodes of Action Surge, our post-session table talk show, and entry into a private channel on our Discord server. At the next tier, you can get access to Bonus Action, our bonus content podcast where we talk about a huge variety of D&D and TTRPG related things, like Multi-Class Mystery Mashup, where we get 2 random classes and have to build a character, or Monster Matchmaker, where we go over our favorite monsters at each CR level, or recaps of our home campaign, plus so much more.
Joining the Patreon helps us continue to grow and put out content that gets better and better as we learn, improve, and try new things. So, check out the link in the description to join the gang today. And we're back, and the gang's all here. We left off with our heroes defeating the Somberweave inside of the arcade, freeing the red one, Michael, he quickly was named, from the webs, learning that apparently the Phantom is the holder of the second key, a figure that CJ remembered from folklore and legend, being the Phantom of the theater, a ghost, an apparition, a specter who sort of haunted the grounds of the movie theater inside the Ocean Township Mall. And so you headed that way, seeing a strange combination of a student-made film, if you will, of previews and The Twilight Zone and a news story. Very strange stuff. And now find yourselves inside of the projector room, about to receive a quiz about movies. And this is where we pick up, as the Phantom is donning a very 70s game show inspired outfit with a very long microphone at the end of a stick, a la the Match Game. And he begins first going over the game, the rules. And says,
we played a lot of games tonight. Give us the spiel.
Right. Right. All right. What's this one all about?
Run it down.
Do I get
well,
my
this
Pokemon?
one is pretty simple. It's just trivia. So you three will be operating as a team. So you can work together, you can deliberate, and then come with the answers. It's going to start incredibly easy, and it will get a little bit more challenging as we go along. Some will be multiple choice, others will be open-ended.
What happens if we don't get all the answers right?
Well, you guys need this key, right?
Yeah.
So we'll just, make sure you guys get most of the answers right.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
I'm not great at like pop quizzes, but if I had a chance to study, I probably could have gotten like a 90 or so. So I'm good at that.
Well, I suppose we'll see how you fare. The first question. This is an open-ended question. In 1995, the movie Seven came out. It tells the story of two detectives on the hunt for a serial killer whose murders mimic the 7 deadly sins. One of those detectives is played by Brad Pitt. Who plays the other detective?
Morgan Freeman.
Ding, ding, ding. That is correct. All right. Nice and easy. See,
Yeah, I was
starting
trying to
nice
come
and
up with
easy.
the in-character reason for Nick to have seen the movie Seven.
Sorry, I still have some popcorn in my teeth. My bad.
How much time do we have to get to answer these questions, by the way?
Pretty quick. I mean, it's kind of like each, it depends on how much deliberation you guys are doing. If it's like 5 minutes of talking, I mean, I might cut you off and be like, you got to answer now, but we'll play it by ear.
All right. Fast and loose. I like it.
Fast and loose. Question number 2. Aliens have come to Earth and plan to destroy mankind. They've already attacked some major cities. A group of survivors come up with a plan to fight back. Name this Oscar-winning movie. Here are your multiple choice options. A, The Fifth Element. B, Independence Day. C, Starship Troopers. Or D, Mars Attacks.
I was thinking Independence Day when he said when he was describing it, but the humans fighting back, I don't think is in Independence Day.
It is. It's at the very end. The president and the other guy go into the
Well, they're like
spaceship.
making the nuke or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Repeat the question one more time.
My gut went Independence Day right out.
Me
right,
too. Yeah.
Right off.
Yeah,
jump.
Independence Day was the first one.
Because I don't think I think it was the qualifier was Oscar winning, and I don't think that Mars Attacks got any kind of awards.
The only thing it could have gotten was like maybe a special effects, but,
Right.
Or prosthetics
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, I definitely. I'm thinking Independence Day.
Yeah, I was
And
what I
even
thought.
then, Independence
away.
Day would have won for VFX.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna go with Independence Day. Final answer.
Ding, ding, ding. That is correct. Independence Day, coming out in 1996, stars Jeff Goldblum, Will Smith, and Bill Pullman. It won an Oscar for Best Visual Effects.
Hey.
Incredible job, gang.
CJ knows his stuff.
We're getting there. We're getting
I have
there.
that
We're
movie
doing
on
it.
VHS right now.
Fuck yeah. That was like, I won't say peak Will Smith, but that was a pretty good Will Smith era for sure.
It might have been peak. It was like
No, I Am
early
Legend
peak, like one of the peaks.
was
Oh, I Am Legend is good. I need to read the book. It feels so
Really
different.
good.
Anyway, question number 3. An asteroid is going to come crashing to Earth. In order to save the planet from destruction, a group of deep-sea oil riggers are sent into space to demolish the asteroid from the inside. Name this movie.
Deep Impact.
Yeah.
I will give you 4 options.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the Michael Bay one.
A, The Day After Tomorrow. B, Deep Impact. C, Armageddon. Or D, Independence Day.
You might be right
Is
on
that the-
Armageddon.
Oh, yeah,
Is that the
that's-
plot of Armageddon?
Yeah,
because
but
it's
they was
specifically.
there's both of those movies are about almost the exact same thing, but it's just
I
the
know.
crew.
Difference is the
Yeah.
crews are different, and that's
Yeah.
the one that's directed by Michael Bay, which should be Armageddon.
I think so. Yeah.
Is that your
Let's-
final answer?
Yes.
That's our final answer.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding. You are correct.
Good.
Armageddon premiered in 1998, was directed by Michael Bay, and stars Bruce Willis as Harry Stamper. What a terrible name. His name was Harry Stamper, the leader of the team of deep sea
Has Liv
oil
Tyler in it,
diggers.
too.
It was nominated for 4 Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
Owen Wilson was in that, I believe. I think he was the one who I think Owen Wilson is in Armageddon because I think he's one of the people who was like, why don't you teach astronauts to do oil
Ben
rigging?
Affleck.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
I thought that was Ben Affleck.
I know Ben Affleck is in it. I think Owen Wilson is also in it. This is also Justin speaking and not the
'Cause I remember
who
Ben Affleck was on
obviously would know.
the commentary for the DVD, and he
Mm.
made fun of the movie. Commentary, like, why
was
didn't
like,
y'all just
yeah.
train astronauts?
Yeah.
It really is so crazy. No, Owen Wilson is in this.
Oh,
Yeah, he plays Oscar. Talk about back to the Phantom. What a star-studded cast. Can we talk about it really quick? Armageddon, Bruce Willis,
Absolutely.
Billy Bob Thornton, Ben Affleck, Liv Tyler, Will
Tyler.
Patton, Steve Buscemi. I mean, come on.
Buscemi.
Mhm.
Michael Clark Duncan, he was having a great year in 1999.
that Ben
That was
Affleck
before
guy?
Liv Tyler did Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the what?
That was
You're
before
doing
she
a
did
Lord of the Rings movie?
Oh, right.
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 First I've heard of it.
Okay.
Nah. Well, the
That was
70s
so
one, right?
easy.
Oh yeah, the old one. But them doing a movie
Not Liv Tyler. Yeah.
with what budget? How
Right.
how many movies?
And where the U.S.
Okay. Next question. Which U.S. president got the Oliver Stone treatment in 1995 in the form of a biographical film with great acting and a wildly conspiratorial script?
I have 4 options for you. Reagan, Nixon, Bush, Kennedy.
Kennedy.
I got nothing
90s,
on this one.
90s, large cast.
What was the movie?
The name of the movie is the name of the president.
His name of the president, yeah. Because it's all about the assassination of...
Is it Kennedy?
I think it's the one about Kennedy, because that's the one with Kevin Costner as the lead, as he's playing as the, I think the
Man
prosecutor or attorney. No, he plays the person investigating the assassination.
I mean, that'd be a pretty cool role for Kevin Costner.
That's an entirely different movie.
Fair.
Entirely different setup.
Yeah. That sounds like that might be the right answer, though.
That's my vote because I
Okay.
can't remember. I can't remember when any of the other related biopics.
I don't think
came
George
out.
Bush had
Bush-
You haven't gotten
Bush
one
was
wrong
later.
yet,
Good.
so
Bush was later because that was the one with Thanos, Josh Brolin. The other Nixon versus Frost. That was based off of the interview.
That was
in
later.
2000. So
Yeah.
Kennedy is my best guess.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Final answer.
Stick with the
Yes.
movie
Final answer.
knowledge.
Wrong, I'm afraid.
Oh.
The answer was Nixon.
Ah,
Oliver Stone's Nixon, tracing back the possible sources of Nixon's downfall during the Watergate scandal. Anthony Hopkins does a fascinating turn as the beleaguered Nixon, while Joan Allen puts in her usual wonderful performance as Nixon's wife, Pat.
I never.
Yeah,
knew that.
You were
Just a-
thinking of another incredible movie where Oliver Stone does talk about Kennedy, but that movie is called JFK
Okay.
to differentiate from other Kennedys.
Gotcha.
Yeah, history is
Solid.
definitely my worst subject, so
yeah.
there's no way I would have known that. Well,
Totally
he said we'd have to get them all right, so hopefully that was our mulligan.
Yeah. They also did say it was going to get harder
Next.
as we go.
Question.
As long as it's not about history.
This one is open-ended. I'm willing to give a little extra hint on this one. We'll see how you guys do with this one. It's a crazy movie that came out in 1999, just this year. What is this film? A New York City physician embarks on a surreal night at an underground sex club after his wife confides a secret to him. Stanley Kubrick's final film. That's what this random website says, so take that with a grain of salt. I'm not 100% if this is Stanley Kubrick's final film, but it says that it is. I will tell you that Nicole Kidman is in it, and so is Tom Cruise.
That doesn't help me.
Is this... I want to say... Is it Eyes Wide
Magnolia?
Shut?
No.
The one with, like, there's, like, there's like a underground fucking sex party.
That would be Eyes Wide Shut. Then.
Yeah. That's kind of where my head's
That's
at.
I haven't
with
seen that. Well, it's a new movie, so we probably haven't all gotten the chance to see it
There's
yet.
no
Wasn't it
way.
like-
There's no way Nick has seen this movie. There's zero chance that Nick has seen this
don't
movie. But
There's no way
that's my.
any of us under 18 were
Yeah.
able to see this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe saw the trailer or something.
I've
Yeah.
actually never seen it either.
Well,
Saw
what's your
y'all.
I think
final
that's.
answer?
I'm gonna say Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. That is correct.
I've never seen that.
After his wife, Nicole Kidman, admits to him that she once considered leaving him and their daughter, a confused and disturbed Bill, played by Tom Cruise, embarks on an odyssey involving a prostitute, a possible murder, and an underground sex club. Wild.
Seems like a bit of an overreaction.
Grief will make you do crazy things, my friend.
You almost did what?
Gotta get out of here.
And I hope that's how the movie starts.
Well, now I
And
guess
I
we
hope
gotta see it.
And I hope that's how all 5 feet of Tom Cruise portrayed that.
Oh my god. He's standing on a milk crate right out of frame. I gotta get out. God, you're tall, Tom Cruise. Next question. In There's Something About Mary, 1998, Ted's prom date with Mary turns into a disaster. Ted, played by Ben Stiller, his prom date with Mary, played by Cameron Diaz, turns into a disaster. Why?
I've seen this movie like so long ago.
I
Same.
have no idea what
Never
movie
seen
this
it.
is.
Would you all like a hint?
Yes.
Of course. Does it cost anything though?
Oh, great question. Nah.
Okay. You're pretty cool, Phantom.
Yeah, you're
Thanks.
the chillest of the ones we've had to encounter.
I
Ellen.
appreciate that.
Great Ellen.
Yeah.
I just love movies. All right,
That's
here's
good.
the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Ted, played by Ben Stiller, is in the bathroom getting ready for the prom when what happens?
He splashes water on his pants.
Yeah.
It looks like
No,
he peed
we're
his
talking
pants.
a actual disaster. Like
Ah.
an ambulance has to get called.
Oh.
Something that could happen to any guy. We've all been there.
Does he? I mean, the fact that you
Looks at
specify
Misty and kind of
guy.
shrugs. I'm so sorry. I suppose this could happen to women. It's significantly less likely.
Does he get his junk stuck in his zipper?
Ding, ding, ding. He has an
Oh,
altercation with his zipper.
Ah. I see now. Uh-huh.
Very classic.
that
It's
old chestnut.
Tale as old as time itself.
Tale is old as
Since
time.
time in memoriam, genitals and pants have always been great enemies. Adversaries.
Oh, man.
Pose.
All right. Here is your final question.
Oh boy, okay.
Oh man.
We start off so strong.
Challenging.
I hope they all had the same energy. Our characters said, "Oh, all right, cool." All right.
All right.
Puts away bow stabs.
Yeah.
Hard Boiled, also known as La Xiao Shen Tan, is one of the most heavy-hitting of the action films starring Hong Kong screen legend Chow Yun-fat, and directed by which Chinese-born film auteur?
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm about to have my action movie card revoked by my mother. Hold on.
I can give you multiple choice, but let's sit on this for a second. It feels like you might know this one.
John Woo.
Ding, ding, ding. That is correct.
Yay.
John Woo. Incredible.
TJ
You've all
really carrying the
proven
team.
yourselves.
I know.
I had to go full.
He does work at the
mental.
movie store. It makes
I was
sense.
pulling up my
Yeah,
mental
yeah.
library. I was pulling it down.
I saw it.
That was a big one. Here's just a question for fun because it kind of relates to me having the key. In The Matrix, who held the key to get into Zion?
To get into Zion.
Again, this is just
Was
extra
this-
credit, kind of. Don't worry about it too much, but
The Keymaker, wasn't it?
That's the
Talking about
second
Matrix
one, though.
Reloaded, though.
that
Yeah.
wouldn't have come out yet.
Yeah. Was it Tank?
No.
No.
Repeat.
The
Who
Prophet.
had the key to get
In The
into-
Matrix, who
Zion.
held the key to get into Zion?
I mean,
Is it Morpheus?
I was gonna say.
It's
Morpheus.
Because
Yeah, I
that's
was-
why they had to drug
I thought you were
him.
trying to stump us. That's gonna be one of the
Nope,
weird off crew members
The
because
main
like
character, the
yep.
guy, the leader of the group, sort
right,
of.
yeah,
That makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
That he
That
would
makes the
have it.
most sense for him to have the key. But I was like, maybe no, maybe they're talking about the little guy, the guy who mans the console on the outside.
Mhm.
Yeah, for some reason, I was immediately thinking the second movie, even though that was not the
I mean, there's a
same,
character
yeah.
eventually, that comes in called the
Yeah.
Kingmaker or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Incredible. The Phantom says to you all, "Well, that was a very impressive round of movie trivia. I
Thanks.
appreciate you all participating and hanging out with me for a little bit so we can shoot the shit. And you've all done exceedingly well. You only got one question wrong, really. And it was a difficult question at that. Almost tripped you up with the Deep Impact Armageddon thing. I was really looking forward for that question. Some of the questions I have here
What did they
are
do to the
way too
asteroid
easy.
in Deep Impact? Because I was thinking that it was because they do something to blow it up and it kind of splits apart, but I don't remember what that.
I've never
plan
actually seen
was.
that.
They just asked it really nicely.
Oh, okay. That
Great
tracks.
question. Yeah.
Please stop!
They just asked.
Bubble, just pop.
You got it.
Yeah, something about a comet and they're trying to destroy it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. Astronomers said that it was more accurate than Armageddon.
Mm.
Okay.
So there's that.
Cool.
But it also performed slightly better than Armageddon did, which is
Yeah.
kind of surprising. I mean, the cast is still very good, just like
Yeah.
That's
Very
probably like asking, they were like, yeah, Dragon Ball Z or Naruto, which one had better martial arts? It's like,
Right. Right.
yes.
I mean,
Sure.
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 Yeah, sure. Yes. The answer is yes.
Which do you
guess
The answer
a
is
shadow
Avatar.
jutsu is more
No, the answer is
plausible than a
Avatar.
spirit bomb. Amazing. And with that, the Phantom does another quick spin around and returns back to his ghostly form, and his microphone has been transformed into the second key as he hands it over to you all,
Hey, thanks,
just
man.
vaguely
All right.
to anybody.
You've been pretty.
Yeah.
Hey, if we both end up somehow living through all this, you feel free to kick it after at the video shop or whatever.
Yeah, you mean I mean, I would love to. Yeah, I would love to kick it over there. I do seem to have some sort of anchor point to this theater. I can't freewheel and deal too much, but
Okay, well, yeah,
I mean,
well,
feel
either way,
free
I'll
to
stop
bring a
by.
movie
Yeah, I'll-
here. Yeah. We could I could throw it
yeah.
up on the projector or something. I figured
All
out.
good. All good.
Phantom, I have a question before we go.
Have I made films before? Hard question. I
No.
mean, yes and no.
I
I've
actually
spliced
wanted to know
together
what
other
your
people's films.
favorite film is.
Oh God, there really are so many.
Hmm.
You know, there's just so many films to really think about. I'm a big fan of Metropolis. I really enjoyed that.
I'm not familiar
I
with that one.
also yeah. I loved shoot. Hold on. I had it a second ago and lost it. Dogma. Have you guys seen Dogma?
Kevin
Yes.
Smith. Yeah.
It's a newer one.
It's a good one.
I'm really into it. Yeah, Kevin Smith. I like his voice. His directing. It's
That
interesting.
hoodie and like trench coat combo, right? Like that's pretty cool.
I'm a big fan of the peacoat and the hoodie underneath.
Peacoat.
I
Yeah.
like Clerks more. Is that controversial?
I don't think that's
You
You
controversial.
probably relate to it quite a bit, huh? You're almost
I don't
like a
know.
video
It's just
clerk.
something about
I mean,
Dogma is like, I've known a few writers who've used subtext and they were all cowards, but that one came on a bit strong.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I found it to be interesting in terms of how, they decided to put in all these different allegories and stuff. And the symbolism of making Alanis Morissette God, I was a big fan of.
True. Big year for Matt Damon.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it.
Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, they're really...
Yeah, those two.
They're
They might be
everywhere,
going
those
places.
guys.
Who knows?
Yeah, well, Good Will Hunting.
One day,
I mean, I'll tell you, it
Ben
truly...
Affleck might be Batman.
No. That's a little crazy.
I doubt it.
It's crazy.
I doubt it.
Who's the current It's Clooney now, right? Or is it still Val Kilmer?
Clooney.
No, I think it is Clooney because Tim Burton is getting his hands into some stuff.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, it's crazy. I mean, superhero movies, I don't think they'll ever really catch on. You know, the originals were truly, they're going to stand the test of time, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to top it.
They seem so exciting, though. I mean, you can see all these characters
for sure.
from comics up on the screen. That's pretty cool.
In latex with rubber nipples.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that one day that they maybe like, this is what I'm hoping to do in how I combine these different films and splice together different works of art is maybe to create some kind of super story that spans generations and sort of multiple films, and it's all connected.
Yeah,
like taking Crisis on Infinite Earths and then transforming it into a multi-film series.
Yeah,
exactly.
Wow, that's ambitious of you, Phantom.
Crossover.
Thanks. Yeah. I was thinking about doing that. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's the plan. I was going to do that, but I'm going to keep it inside of the universe of Point Break. So just a Point Break cinematic universe. I think that'll really catch on.
I'm sure that'll be very successful.
The superhero stuff's been done. Comic books have been done. People know the stories, but Point Break.
The number one thing
is
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah,
he's always going to be a superstar. So.
Exactly. And Keanu Reeves, I mean, I'm pretty sure in it, right? Shit.
That's right. We don't like Keanu Reeves in 1990.
Anyway, you guys have the second key.
Thank you.
Now it's just a matter of preparing yourselves for what you could possibly see down below the mall. Shit is about to get turned up to 11, I imagine.
You know, where was the gate again? It's in the
food court. The Hamburglar is guarding it.
That's right.
The McDonald's is separate from the food court.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a standalone.
Yeah.
Well, Phantom.
All right.
Boom. Oh.
You gotta blow it.
That reference won't make sense for some years.
Rocket Power?
Yeah, boom.
It was meant to be Baymax, but
Big Hero 6.
But Big Hero 6, yeah. Okay. So you guys leave the projection room of the movie theater and begin heading towards McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Any other preparations that you guys want to take before heading into this place?
Should we try going to the fountain one last time?
Oh, maybe Our Lady of the Waters.
Yeah, let's see if we
has
can stick to them one last time.
Yeah, I wonder
if
they're still active. I think just during this time, like when we're walking around, I would just kind of get y'all up to speed on my Hamburglar incident because I never got a chance to tell y'all about that. Yeah, so just
the gates of hell are where?
Yeah, the Hamburglar is alive and frankly quite well, and is guarding the gates to the entrance of the crypt or whatever is down there, and will grant us entrance if we have the keys. I mean, he seems chill, but yeah.
McDonald's being the location to harbinge the possible end of the world.
That tracks.
Right.
Underneath the place.
I mean, did you see Super Size Me? Actually, has that movie been out yet? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. He seems like a super trustworthy guy.
Yeah, no, that doesn't come out for another 4 years. and then other things come out about that guy later that aren't good. Yeah, I low-key just found out about some of those things. Like, I didn't follow this guy's career, but it came up somehow, and I remember being like, "Oh fuck, yeah, okay, crazy." Moved on with my life. But so you guys are heading towards the fountain.
Yes.
Okay. You guys leave the movie theater and begin heading. It kind of works out. You guys would sort of have to pass by the fountain to get to McDonald's anyway. So it's right along your way. And as you walk past, you see Our Lady of the Waters. Once again, just describing it, is a stone, a very, very large, like 2-story tall stone statue of a woman holding a staff that has that sort of caduceus symbol. So like it has snakes winding around, 2 snakes like encircling it with wings. And she has on like it almost like Greek vibes, like a toga kind of appearance. Like she's wearing like robes kind of. She looks very angelic. She has large feathered wings made of stone as well. And as you all approach, she seems at first glance motionless as she is standing there. What are you all doing?
Hey, yo, wake up. We need help.
Our Lady, are you with us?
You shout out to see if you can get her attention. It works. You see her like slowly, you hear the stone on stone, the movement as she lengthens her limbs and sort of stretches around and looks down at you all just because of her incredible height. And she says in a like somewhat weakened voice from the last time you heard her or spoke to her. She had like a fairly booming voice the first time that she spoke to you all and gave you all these powers and told you what your sort of mission was. And in this moment, she speaks to you and she says, "Oh yes, adventurers, heroes of this mall. Tell me, how far along your journey are you?"
Well, we have both of the keys. And we've gotten quite strong actually. So
But we're also lost a friend.
down one. Yeah.
I see
Approach
that.
didn't make it.
We're
Sorry
going
to hear that.
to
Thanks.
end this, but we don't know how this is going to go. So I guess any advice on facing you know who, because yeah, we know their name now, facing them or just hooking us up with firepower. Like I'm talking full Matrix. We are loaded in. Yeah, I need guns.
I don't understand that reference, but I do
Oh.
understand what you
She hasn't
are
seen it
asking
yet.
for.
You should hang out with the Phantom.
Bear with me.
God,
I should hang out with the Phantom?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you like tethered here too, or
Yeah,
do
like
you
you
move
sing-
around
I mean,
freely
after
in the mall?
hours, yeah. Like I mean,
Yeah,
there's nobody around.
I
Is
sort
it
of
like
stay
Toy Story
here in the
rules,
fountain.
where like as long as
My
somebody's here
water
to
and-
see.
There's a bachelor who's a filmmaker spirit.
He's a really chill dude, honestly.
Really, he's actually really nice. He's the nicest person,
Yeah.
second nicest person.
And he's a
we met.
filmmaker. Is he pretentious? Most filmmakers I find are sort of
No, he just
No.
genuinely loves
pretentious
cinema.
sometimes.
Yeah.
He really likes trivia. And
Does he
kinda
call
wears
it
this, like,
cinema?
suit.
No.
No,
Yeah,
Actually.
No, that's
now I
good.
feel bad because I just said cinema, but all right.
The only
No,
problem
and that's
is that
fine.
he's stuck in that particular location, so you'd have
Yeah.
to
Oh, so
go to
we
him.
can't be together. That's crazy. Oh, I have to go Well, I'm big, so that can it fit? Well, this isn't important right now.
Right.
Of course.
Let me gather our forces so that we can aid and abet you.
What
And
does that mean?
she stands at her full height and takes her staff and bangs it on the ground twice. And you hear and feel the shockwaves traveling throughout the mall. And in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes, Michael, the Red One, his official title is the Red One.
Mhm.
You guys named him Michael, but I refuse to stand for that.
It's Michael, comma, the red one.
It's Michael
Yeah,
the Red One.
comma the red one. Yeah, exactly.
Master of murder and death.
The red one is like the clarifier.
So the Red One, comma, parentheses, Michael. Footnote. This is what the players call him. Joins you all over by the fountain, as well as the Hamburglar. As the Hamburglar and the Red One and the Lady, Our Lady of the Waters, all convene together. Each of them look at the three of you, and they, in unison, they all say together, "We can lend you some of our power in order for you to put this monster to rest, finally,
Oh,
and
shit.
free our world of impending conquerors.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
Are you ready
Yeah.
Yeah.
to be bestowed with this power?"
Yeah. Do we get to like? Is it like random, like a, just like whatever you get, or do you get to kind of guide what we get?
It's gonna go down like this. And Our Lady of the Waters points her staff towards CJ. The Red One approaches Nick, and the Hamburglar walks up to Misty.
Of course.
Because Our Lady of the Waters is so big. This is such a serious moment, guys. I'm kidding, it's not. But she's so big. Taylor's lost it. He's not even
I'm
frame
gone.
anymore.
I'm gone.
When Taylor blends in with the blur of the background, I'm like,
It's
oh
just-
god.
It's the imagery and the sound, the idea of the sound of the soft pitter patter of wool feet or whatever on wet concrete.
It's good. It's good. And you are approached by these three powerful entities as they bestow mighty power onto you. A statue of an angel, too tall to actually grasp in your hand, like to join hands or something like that. And so she points her staff towards you and asks you to grab it. Grab onto this staff so that I may siphon my power into you. And with the Red One and the Hamburglar, because they're more similarly sized, they each approach either of you and they reach out for a like predator handshake, like a
Yeah.
kind of a thing. As soon as all three of you make contact like that, you begin to feel immense power surging into you. And I would love for each of you to make a religion check.
Ooh.
Whoa. Interesting.
Hey, just watch Dogma.
Just talking about Dogma. This should be an advantage.
Actually, I'm good at this. Why am I good at this? That makes sense. Hey, that's a nat 20.
Wow.
That'll do it. That'll do it, brother. I got an 18.
I got a 3.
Incredible.
I saw dog blood, but
Okay.
I didn't understand the context.
Yeah, you're looking there. You're going. What was Salma Hayek's character again? And Chris Rock is in it. Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
How did you
Just
watch
kinda,
it
like,
for all
thinking-
those actors?
Just kind of like low-key remembering scenes, and you're like, oh, that's right.
Bloody
Whoa.
Jesus.
And also, like, Jay and Silent Bob are just like characters in that,
Mhm.
which means that this is in the same universe as Clerks and Clerks 2. What about Mallrats? Is Mallrats part of this? I don't know. And you're just like lost in that
Yeah,
kind of thought
absolutely.
process,
Roach style, just like spacing out.
making connections that don't need to be made ever. CJ, what did you get?
18.
18. And Nick, I know you got a nat 20. What is the
That's
total?
23.
23. Okay, incredible. With a 18, I'm going to say, CJ, you feel an incredible power entering through your hands as you're holding onto this staff. And you close your eyes for a moment and you can actually see the energy passing from the statue to you. And when you see this energy, you see that it is pure white. It is the presence of, or rather, I always forget, it is like the absence of all color. And there is nothing in this energy. It is sterile, it is clean, it is pure. And as it is like pouring into you, you begin to feel a control over disease and sickness. And all of this sort of makes sense in the idea that you've already done the discovery with Roach forever ago, where it's a caduceus that she is holding in her staff. She is Our Lady of the Waters, and you can even spend extra time to find like somewhere nearby in like a plaque, and you find that this particular statue is actually a donation. It was set up in conjunction with a nearby hospital and is sort of this symbolic entity. And so this idea of the energy that you're taking on, it kind of all tracks. It makes sense. And then Nick, as you're same thing, taking on this energy from the red one, it's no surprise to you that the energy you are taking on is also red in color. Like blood red, bright red. And as it is filling you, you are beginning to feel like eons of history sort of overtake you. As long as humans have existed, there has been war, there has been fighting, there has been conflict, and you are taking on the powers of all of that history from the standpoint of strategy and perseverance and overcoming and victory. This idea of besting your opponent, that feeling that you get when you're versing somebody in a martial arts competition or a tournament that Nick would do, and coming out on top. Of not only coming out on top, but also making it well known to the judges and the audience who is the victor, who is the superior fighter in this bout. And as all of those things come over you, you look over at and you're getting this strange like almost like a, not literally, but kind of like a third eye situation where you're like beginning to see the energy of the others too. Like the one that you're seeing yourself take on, the red energy, that makes sense that you're taking it on. You can see that energy, but you begin to see like as if you are putting on like infrared goggles or something like that. You begin to see like into the energy fields of these entities that are passing power off, and you begin to see that the energy passing from the statue to CJ has this like almost blinding white light. And then you look over at Misty, who doesn't seem to be like fully like in the moment. Like she's still getting the power and everything like that, but doesn't seem to truly understand like the power of it or anything like that. And you actually see that the energy that she is taking on seems to be shrouded in darkness and shadow and just blackness, as this black energy flows into her, the presence of every color, which I think I'm getting those from a physics electromagnetic standpoint. I'm getting them reversed, but I like this explanation better, so I'm going to run with it.
It's magic. It's fine.
I think white is the presence of every color and black is the absence of every color, but we're going to reverse it. Magic exists. Who cares? And so you're seeing all these different energies come through. You do feel like there's a fourth one that's missing, but even with a nat 20, it's just hard to figure. Who can say? Like right. You're looking at the Hamburglar, a freaking ninja from a fighting video game, and a giant angel statue. So it's like, who could the fourth one be? It's like, who knows? Man, it could be fucking Neo from the Matrix. Like, we don't know. But a lot of information is coming at you all at this moment. What is Nick thinking about?
He has a brand new fear of the Hamburglar now, who's a much darker entity than he first expected. I don't know. So like I've basically got for lack of a better corollary, like the Byakugan eyes from Naruto, where I can see all the chakra and stuff. Okay, that's cool. That's just
kind of yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of ready to just go down and fuck shit up. You know?
Incredible. Yeah, for sure. I will also say, so you guys are taking on this energy and stuff like that. So as each of you are being juiced up, as it were, this is kind of on the fly. I'm sort of making this decision without any prior planning or anything like that. I'm going to say you guys all level up to level 8.
Let's go.
Fuck yeah. That tracks.
Now, granted, for especially the wizard of the group, this would imply that there's like you got to pick spells, you got to figure out all this extra stuff. For the time being, I mean, obviously, as we're going, if you want to look up spells, by all means. But let's just focus on hit points right now. Like, get your hit point maxes increased and stuff like that with whatever that is. So you could either just straight up roll your dice and add your constitution modifier for each level, or you could take the average. If you don't want to chance it, totally up to you. But you guys all get this pretty big power boost from each of these 3 entities.
Hell yeah.
And Nick, I don't think it's lost on you either, just the numbering of this and the fact that you do feel like there's one missing, and you also know that Roach isn't here.
Right.
And so it makes you think about who would have aligned with Roach. Not that's going to help you figure out who it is or something like that. That's not the case, but just like
Sally, if my brain went anywhere first.
That's a solid guess. Hard to say. You haven't seen Sally do anything remotely incredible.
Right. That's true.
Like she needed help to get herself sewn back together and stuff like that. So probably not Sally. You've seen a lot of figures in here. There's the Phantom. There's the little orphan, orphan of the Black. So who's to say? But you guys are all powered up.
Yeah.
Getting totally juiced as you guys continue along. It was a solid ask. I was thinking about how and when to level you guys up, and this is the perfect way of doing that. So let's also describe. Goodness gracious, excuse me. Let's also describe. I know how rude of me. Ugh. Clutch my pearl. I need a pearl necklace so that I can clutch them often. What does it look like as you guys get powered up? And I'm going to hold you to this idea that you guys have gone from like adventurer heroes to like the next level. Like something cool is on your person physically, and like for the audience and for each other. What does everyone see as you are powered up? You have gone to the next level.
Oh yeah. I'll go first. So my mage armor has evolved. I'm no longer wearing, my normal clothes with just leather armor on top of it. Like my full wardrobe has changed into just Matrix inspired. What would a wizard look like in the Matrix? So the biggest, squeakiest leather, black leather wizard robe that is open and goes around, and just like a black V-neck that goes like down to the chest, and then just black skinny jeans, combat boots with the steel toes, and then to top things off, the little quarterstaff that he had before has now turned into the same staff that the statue had, but the snakes and the caduceus are alive now, and they're the ones that are conjuring the spells at the top of the staff, and both of the snakes are white, but the staff is black.
Dope. So incredible. Two albino snakes in constant helix of one another.
Constant helix and just energy flowing.
Sick.
So cool. So cool. Who wants to follow that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I know magic now.
Yeah. I'll go next. So up until now, he's Nick has been had the Super Saiyan form, kind of with the spiky blonde hair and all that. I think that actually kind of calms down, and he goes from being more like Goku to he takes in that red aura from Michael, and his hair kind of goes red into like a top knot, and you see the Japanese character for bad, which is the symbol on the back of Akuma's shirt, I think. Stamp on the back of his gi. The spikes grow on his hands a little bit. The collar gets a little bit spikier, and he just kind of has more of a darker, sinister look with a red aura instead of the gold one that he's had before.
Shin Hadouken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I think it actually might be the symbol for death.
Yeah. Wild. Incredible, though. I love that. So this sort of
devastation,
borderline eldritch or demonic look kind of overtakes Nick. And Misty, what does her transformation look like as she is gifted with just this
powers
void
of the night
energy, this exactly.
Okay, great. So kind of like in the transformations before, the dark energy washes over Misty and lifts her up and kind of spins her around Sailor Moon style. Except this time it fully engulfs her and she disappears. And she reappears on the second the Our Lady of the Water statue. And with a flourish takes out her rapier and a somersault off of the balcony and lands almost like superhero style back in front of the statue. She was still wearing that Nirvana tee that we got from Hot Topic, but
Oh yeah.
now she's a lot more like muscular. You can like see like more muscles in her arms and stuff. And now the shirt is sleeveless, and she's still wearing like a rogue style like half cloak pulled up over her head, and now has a mask, so she's even like stealthier looking.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, cool. And in that moment, you guys all powered up. This statue turns to you all and says, "We will not be able to give you these powers for too long. You must hurry. Make it underneath the mall. Defeat these elder villains and stop their ritual. Because if they complete it, we are all doomed." And the Hamburglar jauntily comes over and says, "All right, well, looks like it's my job to help you guys out now. I guess we should head through. You all ready?"
We got both of the keys.
Definitely bring those with us.
Yeah, I think we're
Yeah,
ready.
I guess this is it. I mean, unless there's any unfinished business, like, unless things need to be said.
I just want y'all to know before we go into whatever. This was probably one of the coolest days I've ever spent at the mall before. Thanks for being here with me and for having my back, you know? Haven't really had a crew like this to have my back before, so really appreciate it.
Yeah. I just imagine the one day that I skipped class, you know, and I'm here, and I honestly, like, I never would have imagined myself here, but now that I'm here, I can't imagine anything else.
Aren't you glad you came?
I am.
You played hooky and look what happened.
And remember, it could have been worse. You could have also gotten a bad tattoo.
I could have also gotten a bad tattoo.
This thing burns. It is totally going to get infected.
It hurts.
It hurts.
Mine looks pretty sick though, I gotta say.
Yeah.
So high. Thank you.
CJ, in this moment, you look at your tattoo, and as you say it burns and you think about the infection that is already beginning in the tattoo, it heals itself.
Sick.
It is not like fully healed. Like the tattoo still has to do its healing, but it is no longer infected.
Nice. So we didn't use any rubbing alcohol or
Nothing. There was no sterilization at all. It was actually hot boxed at the time. So that's probably
just like ink from a pen.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All
It
of your
looks good.
tattoos are blue. It was a blue ink pen. You didn't check.
Great.
Just like slightly a dark.
It looked black and like the
they were
red
doing
line
it
on
in the light of the movie, like it was all dark in there.
It was
haze
different.
and
Just
smoke.
haze
Yeah,
and
it's hard to
smoke.
see.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
different in
It's
my
hard to
home
see.
movie theater.
And so the Hamburglar guides you all over to the standalone McDonald's. It's very small, very basic. I'm sure you guys have at one point in your life seen like a McDonald's inside of a mall. It's very small. It's like they have the counter, they have the soda machine and stuff. They have like a handful of chairs and tables and booths, and it's very basic. There isn't even a play place in here or anything crazy. It's like very basic. But as you all head in, the Hamburglar brings you behind the counter to the kitchen and heads over to the walk-in freezer. He opens the walk-in freezer. You see like mist and like frost begin to bellow out a little bit. And the Hamburglar goes, "All right, well, I wish you guys all the best of luck. We're really counting on you." And he rubs his hands together. And he slams both of his hands into the ground, and you see that same Well, Nick, for you, you've seen this before. This black energy as like the same color and energy that went into Misty. You see it here as he slams his hands in and a shockwave of black energy dances across the floor. And as it ignites in black flames, you see a sigil appear. And as it appears, the stonework begins to move on its own, forming a massive doorway in the floor itself with 2 keyholes on either side. And he steps back and you see that he looks weakened by just this very brief like moment of power, and he steps back and kind of wobbles a little bit and he goes, Jesus. All right, well, okay, there's the door. That'll get you down into the basement. It's not a straight shoot or straight shot, whatever. All right, it's a little bit of a cut, there's some tunnels and shit. You still have to get to the room that they're actually doing the ritual in, but you should be able to feel that magic. Especially with us powering you up a little bit, you should be able to follow just the very vibes of this dark magic that they are putting into place. I believe in all of you, but mostly Misty because she has some of my power. But good luck to all of you.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Hamburglar. I know we started off kind of rocky there, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, sometimes our perceptions change and that's normal.
Yeah, good point. Any final words of wisdom before we face the darkness?
Stick together. Keep your head on a swivel.
Be excellent.
Don't trust what you see. Don't hold back.
Got it.
That's what I would say.
Well, are we ready?
Kind of, CJ grabs Misty's hand.
Oh, yeah. I would hold his hand back too.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's do
this.
2 of you put your keys into the allotted holes, and as you turn them, you begin to hear the sound of like mechanisms beginning to whir up as it sounds like hundreds, if not thousands, of gears and levers and pulleys are all being activated at once as you see this stone door begin to almost dissolve away as it moves and reveals a staircase that goes downward deeper into the darkness, into the belly of this mall. And as you slowly begin to walk down, Nick, you're kind of a little bit in the lead as CJ and Misty are holding hands behind you. And as you get down to the bottom of the stairs, in front of you, you see a pitch black hallway that could go on for 30 feet. It could go on for 300 feet. It's impossible to say without any light here. But you do all begin to hear strange sounds coming from deeper ahead of you. You hear moans and random screams of disembodied voices. You hear movement and like squelching of some type of slime-like liquid, and most importantly, very far away, but as if you are tuned into it because of your connection with magic, very softly, you hear chanting. Like a spell is being conducted in this moment, and you have mere
We're almost too late.
minutes to get through this area and to the final chamber to stop this ritual from happening. But I'm going to say that's where we end this session, and we pick up next time for the final episode of Mall Madness 99, as we have finally collected our 2 keys and made it to the dungeon underneath the Ocean Township Mall. So, let's do a quick sign off. We remember our order, of course, because it's alphabetical.
Of course. Oh, golly gee willikers, gang. What a journey we've been on for these past few episodes, and now we head into the finale. I've been playing CJ as Daniel, known as Daniel the DM, across all forms of social media. And remember, you can catch me here, same time, same bat channel, same bat place, next week as we do this finale, and also the day prior, doing another episode of Fears and Fortunes presented by the good folks over at Forgotten Adventures. And I promise, knock on wood, next time, I won't be as sick.
I think that's true. It's true. You got this.
Yeah.
We hope that's true.
I'm Kayla. I have been Misty Davenport this evening. Misty has really had quite an evening. I think pretty good overall. But
Highs and lows.
yeah, highs and lows. But
Cousin Dad holding the hand of my crush.
going on a date with my crush. But now I don't have a ride home, so there's
But
that.
no ride home.
Yeah. I'm funny sometimes. You can listen to my podcast to hear more of that if you want. Find me on Potions of Potpourri, also on some other people's shows. It's been a blast to be here.
How do I even top that off? Anyway, I've been Taylor. I've been playing Nick. I work with Justin on the So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you find podcasts. We've got a TikTok. We've got an Instagram. We've got a YouTube. All of it's So You Want to Be a DM. Most of our shows are stuff is So You Want to Be a DM. And we talk about all of this stuff on there. So come check us out.
Absolutely. Please do. We have so much cool content out there. We also have a Patreon. All the links for these things are in the description. Check us out. Tune in next time.